One of the things that strike me since I've been here is the fact that everybody wants to see Transnet succeeding. And despite the problems that are there, people want to be engaged. People want to hear what progress are we making. People want to hear how they can support. So what I'm picking up, despite all of these problems, people believe that it's important for the country, it's important for our economy, for Transnet to succeed. That to me is encouraging, But also there's an acknowledgement that things have happened in the past, but everybody is looking forward and say where to from here. That gives me hope. Okay, I think that when one thinks of partnerships, it's not to say that we are starting now. These partnerships have been there in the past. And what we have seen, for example, through the NLCC and with the support of our customers, we have started to see better cooperation. For example, we've been struggling to secure some of the spare parts and equipment for our locomotives. But through this partnership, the first batch of those spare parts and equipment arrived this weekend. So that is really demonstrating the concrete results of this partnership. And there's a whole schedule of delivery up until the end of June. It's really on the basis of this that we think that despite the problems that are there, customers are demonstrating their goodwill and their support to collaborate, to work with us, to make sure that we come up with something that works for customers, that also works for Transnet. But I need to say, though, that the partnership with employees is an important one. So when we're talking about partnership, let's not think about external parties. Employees and our colleagues and trade unions working with us, demonstrating their commitment to try and turn the company around. That's what gives me hope. That's what excites me. Because I think that together we can be able to bootstrap ourselves out of the situation that we find ourselves in today. First of all, you need reliable infrastructure. In other words, we need to get to a stage where we're able to service our equipment so that it's more reliable and it's more available, So to buy the equipment, I'm not only talking about rail, I'm also talking about the ports. To the extent that we are able to secure this arrangement in partnership, with the OEMs, in partnership with our customers, we'll be able to improve the issue of reliability. The second thing is that we need to accept that some of our operations, it would be better that they are in private hands. So we have to look at ways in which we can collaborate better, with the private sector. Allow them to operate, some of our infrastructure. This means that we still become the owners, but we give them the license and operating license. So we need to think that going forward, we don't have to do everything ourselves. Some things will remain core to us, but how we're thinking about the future has to be far more different about how we think about the past. Well, I think one of the things that is important for us to do is to do the kind of things that we have said we are going to do. So, for example, when we set out our recovery plan, we said that in terms of Transnet freight rate, we will achieve 154 million tons by the end of March 2024. We need to achieve that because that's what we have promised to our customers. Because they can plan accordingly. They know that they've got a trusted partner that does do what it said it's going to do. That does not suggest that you don't have problems. You've seen the derailments, in Richards Bay that have set us back. But it's important that when we speak to our customers, if we have said we are going to do something, that we do. That's the first thing. We have also promised our customers and the public that we are going to appoint a permanent leadership between December and the end of February. I'm happy to say that we are on course. We will be able to deliver on the commitment that we've made. It is those baby steps where we said we are going to do something, that we can rebuild the trust, we can reset the relationship. And also, lastly, to be honest and open and transparent to our customers about our problems. Let's not say that we don't have problems. Let's be honest, let's engage with them. And I think it's really on the basis of those values. By those customers, I'm also even talking about our employees. Let's be honest and transparent about the problems that we face and collectively and bring them into the space of co-creating and co-finding and co-designing the solutions that brings everybody at the center of that. And it is that kind of model whose foundation, I believe, gives us a better prospect of success going forward.